Namaskar, dear viewers. Today's Pravachan from Shri Brahmachaitanya Maharaj reminds us of the invaluable legacy left to us by the saints, their divine writings. These are not ordinary books, they are living testaments, born from compassion and direct experience of the divine. They light the path for seekers like us, who may not have the fortune to meet these saints in person, but can still walk with them through their words. Let us now listen to Maharaj's original Pravachan for April 23. April 23. Books written by saints are their testament. Saints do not write books out of fondness for writing. On the contrary, they do so with great reluctance. Their knowledge is intuitive and comes directly from the Lord. Do you think Samartha Ramdas and Eknath wrote their books after repeated reading and study of the Jnaneshwari? It is inevitable, of course, that they express some thoughts already set forth by predecessors. The saints' works are their testament. Which father would bother to write a testament if he were sure that his sons would behave properly? It is only written by one who is not sure in that respect. Similarly, saints have written not because they like to do it, but purely out of compassion for the well-being of suffering fallen souls, like us. Such books are closely connected with our life. They set forth philosophical principles which are directly applicable in everyday life. Sri Samartha Ramdas has in his Dasabodha raised doubts and queries on our behalf and answered them too. A person who does not think of his lasting welfare is an obvious fool, but one who tenders gratuitous advice is doubly guilty. Saints accept even this blame and try to preach spiritualism, and it is in our interest to attend to it. When reading a spiritual book, we should carefully look for the sadhana advocated for attaining the goal. If we carefully select the most suitable sadhana, we can be sure of success. We should read only books pertaining to spirituality, which we want to be proficient in. If we want to study mathematics but read only fiction, how can that lead us to success? To attain spiritual ideals, therefore, we should study only the saints' works, and ponder and meditate on them. With the mind firmly fixed on God, we should let the body and its affairs drift on the current of fate. They may sometimes be in a pleasant state, sometimes otherwise, floating on a straight course for a time, nearly sinking at another. However, under any circumstances, our mind should be peaceful and blissful. We should learn to look objectively at ourselves. This we can do if we surrender ourselves mentally to God and physically to prarabdha, or destiny. The feeling of pain of the body should be treated with indifference, and not allowed to affect the mind to any depth. Pursuit of Nama helps us achieve this. You know, one of the most profound examples of a saint leaving behind a spiritual testament is Thirumoolar, the great Tamil Siddhar, who authored the Thirumandiram, a mystical poetic scripture containing deep yogic wisdom and spiritual truths. Thirumoolar's life itself was guided by divine grace. It is said that he was originally a North Indian yogi named Sundaranath. On his journey to the south, he saw a cowherd who had died, and seeing the cows cry helplessly, Sundaranath entered the body of the cowherd through yogic powers to guide the herd home. By the time he wished to return to his own body, it had vanished, leaving him to live in the cowherd's body as Thirumoolar. He then spent 3,000 years, composing just one verse a year, each brimming with truth, devotion, and insight. Thirumandiram, with its over 3,000 verses, is a masterpiece of Shaiva Siddhanta, yogic philosophy, and ethical living. It teaches us that true realization lies in love, simplicity, inner discipline, and union with the divine through yoga and devotion. Thirumoolar never wrote for fame or recognition. Like other saints, he wrote only out of divine necessity, so that seekers of all ages might discover the light within. His writings remain a spiritual treasure even today, guiding countless aspirants on the path of realization. Just as Thirumoolar poured divine truths into each verse of the Thirumandiram, so too have other saints, including Shri Brahmachaitanya Maharaj, left us their living words, full of compassion, clarity, and divine inspiration. These books are not meant to be worshipped from afar, but lived from within. Let us honor these testaments by reading them daily, reflecting on them sincerely, and most importantly, living them in thought, word, and deed. We'll meet again tomorrow with another sacred pravachan and a reflection from the life of a saint. Until then, may your heart remain immersed in Ramanama.